They call him simply irresistible. One of his signature moves is the El Kabong, a swift smack of the guitar to an opponent's head. She's a former playmate who is renowned for her drop-dead gorgeousness and lethal ferocity in the ring, and I'm told you do not want to be on the end of her split-legged sunset flip.
Oh, Christy Hemme and Jeff Jarrett join us in the studio now to talk about total non-stop action.
Yay!
Because you are looking for an announcer.
Excellent job.
That was my audition for the announcer's job.
Great introduction.
We got a winner. We got a winner. We didn't need to even have an open casting call.
Yeah, but I don't want to walk around wearing a bikini or anything like that.
You don't have to.
I don't want to do that.
Wear whatever you want.
There's been let me get this right, the WCW, the WWA, the WWF, now the TNA.
Correct.
What is the TNA and why is it different to the others?
We started, founded the company in June of 2002, and here we are 7.5 years later, and we finally get to bring total non-stop action down under.
What is it about wrestling that people love? Because it's not real,
The only people that like wrestling are the masses. That's it.
Right.
As in most people. But it's, is it real? Is it not, you know?
I'm a third generation. My grandmother, she didn't wrestle, but she promoted, so she's the one who sort of got us into this business. And she had an old saying, and it used to go something like this: for those who believe, no explanation is needed. Those who don't believe, no explanation will do.
Ah, okay.
Of course.
It's entertainment.
But the thing is that the matches are, am I right in saying this, the outcome is predetermined.
For those who believe...
We're going to do this little circle.
Oh, so you don't say.
You know what? Honestly, we're entertainment. It is... predetermined would probably be the winners are predetermined. That's no real secret. But the action, you know, if a guy jumps off a ring and falls down 15, 20 feet, have your eyes ever lied to you?
Yeah. I mean, my injuries have been real.
I bet. Well,
right?
let's talk about that. What kind of injuries do you get?
I just got off a neck injury, so that was, I had 2 herniated discs in my neck, so.
Okay, so you do have to have an enormous amount of physical resilience to do
Oh,
this.
yeah. I mean, it's very active, and you know, we have to train a lot, and I've trained at, you know, in a lot of different schools. And
you're not massive though. Like I thought you would be like an engine, you know, a steam. Well,
no, I like going off the top rope, and I like to, you know, roll around and.
I do the split leg and so. What is the flying fire crotch guillotine, and which bit is on fire?
Here we
You
go.
answer your own question.
That is my finishing move, and I don't know if you guys have a clip of it, but it's off the ropes, and I basically hold my leg up in the splits to my face, and I fall in the splits across my opponent's neck.
The fire crotch. Hence the fire crotch. David, you got that?
Fire crotch. Guillotine.
You know what?
So positively pleasurable.
You gotta hold your breath
on this chair, David. If you'll just lay right across that table, we can demonstrate.
I'd like to see that. Go on.
So, what is the difference? Why is TNA different to the others?
First and foremost, when you see our program come on, it's a 6-sided ring. There's the.
Here we go.
She's falling. Yes.
That should be called the K.
Instead of a 4-sided ring, we have a 6-sided ring.
What difference does that make?
It's just the pace is much faster. That's hence total non-stop action. But you know, to me, you know, over the years we've evolved. The biggest difference in our organization and any other wrestling organization in the world, we are very, very in tune with our fans. We're very fan friendly. They're our customers, and we know them. When you come to a live experience, like I said, we're coming back here late February, early March. You come out to these shows and you will see just what an interactive experience it is in wrestling.
And you want Australians to be involved, do you? Explain how they can get involved.
Are there any in wrestling as we?
Oh, there's been Australians in the history, but tomorrow, right up in Sydney, we're going to have an open casting call, and you're more than welcome to come. We're looking for wrestlers, referees, announcers. Been all 5 shows. We're going to pick an Australian to be a part of each show. And tomorrow up in, like I said, Sydney, around midday at Martin Place. We're going to have, I was telling you guys during the break, it's our version of sort of American Idol casting call. We're going to give you 45 seconds, a minute, to come up, and we're going to judge you. See if you're going to have the it factor.
Personality.
Well, what do you do? Do you flip someone, or do you do a fire crotch?
Whatever right?
Yeah, you can bring an opponent, you can slam, body slam, you can have 45 seconds to talk.
Entertain
talk smack. Talk smack to her real quick. Yeah.
What makes a great wrestler? What makes a world champion? I mean, you've been world champion in several guises. Why are you? Is it the fact that you're a great
I've always thought that there was 3 parts to a really good professional wrestler. You absolutely have to have the athletic ability that goes with what we do, and the game of athletic ability, it's risen so much. That's one part. The other part is you got to have a lot of showmanship. You've got to be able to talk. You've got to be able to, promote yourself, carry yourself. But the most important thing is, and you really can't put your thumb on it. You got to have that it factor. The charismatic. That translate, they're watching you on TV, and you have to make them either buy the pay-per-view or come out and buy your T-shirts, come to your live events.
I can understand what makes the star, but what drew you to it, Christy? Because you're a beautiful girl. You've modelled in Playboy. I'm interested that you want to kind of get the living daylights belted out of you.
I've always been a really aggressive, active girl, and I grew up snowboarding and riding motorcycles, and I toured with the dance scene for many years. And I did modeling in LA for years before I actually got into wrestling. And when I got into wrestling, I'm dating myself. But when I first got into wrestling, it was a big contest, and they were basically looking for a model. And they had a casting call, and like hundreds of thousands of girls came from all over the world to this audition, but they were all models. And I think the reason that I ended up winning the contest was because I didn't want to just, walk around. I was like, I want to do more. I wanted to wrestle. And so every day I was, working towards doing more than just modeling.
And every member of our roster really has a passion like Christy. They really want to do this.
You can see that. You can see that.
I'm like, and then,
Can I just ask you, Christy, quickly before we go, getting back to Playboy, I read that you asked your father's permission before you posed nude. Well, how did that conversation go?
Well, here's the thing.
I've got 3 daughters, and
he told me when I first got into modeling, he said, the only thing I ask is that you don't pose nude. So when they came to me asking me if I would do it, I was like, I can't do that. I have to ask my dad. And so by this time I was old enough that I could,
he could disown
he
you.
was okay with it by the time I got to this age. So he was like, if it's something you want to do, I support you.
Good. All right. We will have all of the details on our website, of course.
Great to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for having
Thanks
us.
for your time.